All set? Let's go.
I'm topless under my jacket. That's right. She ain't wearing nothing under her motorcycle jacket. Curtis, get out of my vlog. Oh, babe, I thought you needed some help. Being that this is your first moto vlog. No, I can totally handle it. Well, folks, it's Halloween time. And Halloween is a really special time of year for me because I met my husband on Halloween night 2003. Now, I wasn't really planning on celebrating Halloween, but a friend of mine was getting married. Me and my friend were going to the Halloween wedding. It was just a little wedding at their house. And I didn't have a costume, but I made a little joke and put it in my bag. You know, something fun. Okay, we're gonna go downhill. Doo-dah! Let's go. So we go to the wedding and everything's fine. And I'm single, I'm 41 at the time. And I'd been out of a bad relationship for about a year. And instead of jumping into a new relationship, I got a dog. And that was my rebound relationship. So, gosh, it just seemed like I was never going to meet a nice guy. I'd been dating, and dating's crazy. It's crazy hard. People are crazy, and I'm a little crazy, so crazy plus crazy doesn't always work out that well. So I was a little depressed. And my friend said, let's go to this party. Let's go to this Halloween party at the Alwyn House. Now, the Alwyn House is an art space, and they have a big costume ball. I was like, I don't have a costume. I'm not dressed. And he's like, it doesn't matter. Let's just go. We're going to see people we know. So I get to the party, and it was extravagant. Halloween party. I'm pulling into this driveway. Everybody's dressed up crazy nice. I'm feeling kind of left out. So I get up, and I decide to walk to the east side of the gardens. Bunny rabbit. And this guy walks right by me, and he's not wearing a costume, and he's just an average guy wearing jeans and a jean jacket, kind of like what I'm wearing right now. And just for the hell of it, I said something to him. I said, hey, where's your costume? And he says, where's yours? So I reach into my bag, and I pull out my little joke. It was an 8x10 piece of cardboard with a hole cut out of it. And above the hole, I had written in marker, Gloryhole. And I stuck my lips through the hole, wiggled my tongue at him. Yes, I was a glory hole for Halloween. Up the hill. Yay! All right, let's try another spot. Yeah, glory hole. She was a glory hole for Halloween, but that might not have been the first time. Curtis! Oh my God, I can't believe you said something like that. It's just the way I roll, baby. So, he was intrigued by the lady with the glory hole. We ended up talking, just having a good time. He told me he was in the Arizona Army National Guard, and he also told me he was an artist. At the end of the evening, he tries to give me his phone number. And I said, well, I don't call men. And he said, can I have your phone number? Look, truck full of doggies. Hello, doggies. And I said, sure, and I gave him my phone number, and he said, when can I call? And I said, you can call tomorrow, Saturday morning, between 10 and 11 a.m. I was very specific, kind of a bitch. Anyway, when I got home that night, I Googled him to see if his artwork was any good. And it was very good. And I remembered that I had a calendar from the gallery he said that he showed at. So I looked in the calendar, and there he was, Mr. August, in all his splendor. His art was wonderful. At least it looked wonderful on paper and on the computer. So the next morning, exactly 10:30 a.m., the phone rings, and it's him. Exactly between 10 and 11 a.m. I was quite pleased, because he had followed directions perfectly. He invites me to see his artwork in his studio. Smooth move, Jason. That's the way to do it. Get her up to your studio to see your artwork. Curtis, what am I going to do with you? Anything you want, baby. I'm all yours. So we get to his studio, and his artwork is amazing. He has some monumental pieces that are they're enormous, and they're beautiful, and they're wonderful, and I was really impressed. He was quite pleased that I liked his artwork. And I remembered he'd said that he was in the Arizona Army National Guard. And I kind of have a uniform fetish. So I asked to see his uniforms, and he showed me his closet full of uniforms. And I asked him if I could see him in his uniform, and before I knew it, he was completely undressed, but naked. I was quite pleased, actually, because he looked good. He looked real good. So just at that moment, I decided to just fuck with him just a little bit. And I said, "Tin hut," which is, to get to attention in Army speak. And he just assumed the position. And he assumed the position all right, and he was at full attention. He was very excited to be naked in front of Catherine. And I liked it, but I was a little bit... it made my heart pound just a little bit, and I didn't really know what was going to happen, but he put his uniform on and modeled for me. Everything's good. And after he gets his uniform on, he says to me, "Can I see you naked?" I'm like, no. So we just continue on, and we decide to rent a movie. And so we're watching our crappy rented movie. And he's putting the moves on me. And we're making out, and we're kissing and touching and having a good old time. He's getting a little bit too frisky for me, and I said, no, this isn't going to happen tonight. And he was really easygoing about it. He didn't get an attitude or a bad mood or anything. He was really cool about it. And I was attracted to him, and I knew that, I was going to have some fun with them. I mean, hot young soldier. So I told him, probably didn't have to tell him. He'd probably already noticed that I don't shave my legs. Yeah, I'm a nature girl. I know that grosses some people out, but I don't care. I told him that I'm going to give him a signal, and that when I shave my legs, that means I'm ready to party. I'm ready to play. And he was cool with that. And whatever, I went home, and now Sunday rolls around, and I call him. I call him and invite him over for supper that night. And he comes over, and he meets my dog, and he loves my dog, and my dog likes him, and everything's going great, and we eat supper, and we're on the couch, and we're making out again. And he leans into me, and he whispers in my ear, and he says, "Can I shave your legs?" Yeah. And that's the story of how I met my husband. And yes, I let him shave my legs. Not once, not twice, but 3 times that night. I was very smooth. Doo-dah.